All right, everyone. It seems like it is definitely time to take some defensive measures now in the market. Our models are now all back to being under neutral. The NASDAQ had quite a significant distribution day today, and I would not take this day lightly, especially now with our overbought indicators now rolling over below their moving averages. I think it's time to run for the hills. That means any losses I have, we start a massive selling. If on the chart pattern, for instance, MCK tonight, that's not a full sell signal, but for me, it's a 75% sell signal. I'll give it one more day in case we can bounce and then find our footing and rally again, because that's what this market likes to do. However, I see some pretty bad technical damage up there. Also, QUNR, for instance, is not going anywhere since we went long. Going to get rid of another half of that. Same with FSLR, even though that there's nothing wrong with it. CLR, close below 50-day moving average, that's a 50% sell. ARII, a close below 20-day moving average, that's a 50% sell. We have internal indicators rolling over everywhere. This TPL appears that it's topped out now. This is another 50% sell. And don't forget, I am setting hard sell stops on everything. GBX, 50% sell. DTLK, 50% sell. ENV, 75% sell because it's holding the open. That's the only reason why it's not a full sell there. AER, another 50% sell, could possibly be 75%. HPJ, 50% sell, closing below 20-day moving or 20-day moving average. And then AAP, confirmation close below 10-day moving average. This is going to be a 50% sell. So we're increasing the sell sizes. On top of this, Leju is a fail. That's 100%. WAB is a fail, 100%. IDTI fail, 100%. BIIB, 100%. And then look at what Apple did today. If you're thinking about opening up short positions in Apple, here you go. It failed to hold 100. It's done an insane and crazy 7-for-1 split. We have bulls at a very high level, excuse me, on AAII and Investors Intelligence, and on top of that, bears are at their lowest point since 1987. If ever there is a market set up for something ugly that could happen, this is it. But still, we are still in a quantitative easing environment. Stocks like Facebook and Twitter don't look broken yet. They could easily break, but it's still up in the air. We still have some good gains in some of these stocks, so there's no need to panic just yet. But we should definitely have, our radar up, because Russell 2000 looks like it can't break out of this range. And you can see what's been crazy about this is that I've been waiting forever for us to work these off these overbought conditions, and the fact that we treaded sideways and never could work them off just has indicated that we really need to sell off here. So I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, because I'm very heavily long. I'll be raising a lot of cash tonight, and I've already taken partial profits on some of our remaining longs, but I have my hard sell stops, and I'm willing to go ahead and give up a lot of gains. But you had to invest this way. We had signals everywhere. It's some of the most bullish it's looked. You could have bulls or bears at the lowest level since 1987, which I believe is at 13%. Who's to say it can't do that by half and fall down to 7.5% before it finds a low? Or excuse me, 6.5% before it finds a low. So the bottom line is that with those great setups that we had out there, you couldn't just ignore them. I mean, the fact that WAB fails, it might not completely fail. It could easily find support and rally higher here. Same with the market overall. We could have a heavier volume reversal tomorrow. But the matter of the fact is that it looks like we're overbought. It appears that the past 5 sessions now, or 6 sessions, has been churning. Look at the above average volume on the NASDAQ after the low volume holiday rally. That's not good. So it appears that we have churning out there, and it appears that we want to sell off again. And until we're oversold, I don't want to fight this. So we're neutral, leaning heavily to sell. All sells are very, very large tonight. They're all going to be 50 to 75% to 100%. And sell stops need to be set on everything, not showing losses at all. And that's just the way it has to be. It's defensive measure time. This market turned very quickly, but that's what you can do when you can get frothy out there. I continue to stress that end-of-day investing, trend following is not where it's at. Look at the market wizards. Look at the trend following wizards. They're not killing it this year. Day traders are killing it, and those same day traders that are killing it, over 90% of them are going to lose all of their money whenever they try to do this during a bad market. So don't get too discouraged right now, because I know even me personally, I'm looking at some of these guys day trading and I'm thinking, we watched RADA from the breakout yesterday to the top go from 310 to 650 at one point after hours. You want to feel like looking like an idiot, call the breakout at 310, call the support at 310 right after that, and don't take a position because you're fully invested, and watch the stock move 100% against you. It sucks a lot, but that's the way it is. I mean, some short signals have worked too. ISNS, VII, you know, they've been looking pretty crappy based on the DGLY move. But DGLY, LRAD, these stocks could easily be consolidating sideways for another potential move higher. We could back and fill here. Maybe the NASDAQ only falls down to the 50-day moving average or the 200-day moving average, finds support and we rally higher. That's why we have to have an open mind to everything. But for right now, short term, these oscillators are overbought, and especially on my stochastics also, where I use a SKSD setting of 20-10-10. You can see we're still very overbought and are only now starting to roll over, and that's not good, obviously, whenever our longer term oscillators cross lower and start to head lower. It's never a positive sign for the market. You can see the last 2 times it's done that, at some point the market sells off. So be careful out there, everyone. It's definitely time to take defensive measures. We'll see you tomorrow. Aloha. Thank you.